So to finish, here's an exam question which you might want to have a go at. A test has 5 questions, and to pass the test, at least 3 of the questions must be answered correctly. The probability that Mark answers a question correctly is a fifth, and let x be the number of questions that Mark answers correctly. Bill also takes the test. Let y be the number of questions that Bill answers correctly. In the following table is the probability distribution for y. So questions 1, find the expected value for x, find the probability that Mark passes the test, show that 4a plus 2b equals 0.24, and given that the expected value of y equals 1, find a and b, and then C, find which student is more likely to pass the test. So if you want, have a go at this question and then follow through the solutions. So the first part, find the expected value, that should be fairly straightforward. We just plug the numbers into the formula, MP, the number of trials, which is, there are 5 questions, the probability of getting question correct is a fifth, multiply them together and you get 1. The probability that Mark passes the test, it says we need at least 3 questions to be answered correctly in order to pass. Therefore, x has got to be greater than or equal to 3. So the way you can do that is either subtract the probability that's less than or equal to 2, or add the probability that it's 3, 4, or 5. Either way, you should get the same answer of 0.0579. The second question then, show that 4a plus 2b equals 0.24. Well, we should recognize that the probability distribution, if we add up all of these, we get to 1. So if we add up and rearrange, you should end up with 4a plus 2b equals 0.24. Given the expected value of y equals 1, find a and b. Well, of course, we know that we can find the expected value without using the formula. We would have used the sigma x p equals x formula. So we would have said 0 times 0.67 plus 1 times 0.05 plus 2 times a plus 2b, etc., etc. If you work that out, you will end up with, in the end, 13a plus 5b, so you've got 2 equations, 2 unknowns. You can solve that with simultaneous equations, and you should end up with a equals 0.05 and b equals 0.02. Final question, which student is more likely to pass the test? Once you've got the values of a and b, you can find the probability that y is greater than or equal to 3 by adding those up, and you'll get an answer of 0.19, which is greater than Mark's, so therefore Bill is more likely to pass.